I was asked to do a short local campaign like most towns do, and I think it was expected that we'd come up with some stickers and some bags, and then someone's ticked a box. But I'd been thinking about it for a long time, and my travels have brought me into towns which were thriving really well, particularly in Portugal and Spain and things like that. And because of my marketing head and my branding head just goes a bit mental and stuff like that, so I just thought, no, I'm going to really do this. And I had a little window of opportunity where I just started up a new business, and I thought I'll make a big splash with this. So it's something I'm really passionate about. Basically, it's a big marketing campaign that the big guys would spend a lot of money on, like your Tesco's or your big chains, and we've created it so that anybody or any town can have it for free. And that's number one what it is. But what it does, it highlights the great shops that are already there. A lot of people are trying to fix this high street, and yet every high street has got amazing shops already there, doing great value, great things already. The £5 message is all about making it easy for people to shop locally, because I've seen the shop local campaigns before and said don't use your supermarket, and that's just, it's not possible. We're living in an age where we all need supermarkets. That's what's happened over the last few years. So we just said take £5 of your spend that you normally spend at your supermarket or online, and just use it in your local town. And people have gone, well, I can do that. And then they get excited, and then they find it easy, and then they try it, and then what happens is that £5 ends up being £20, and people change. It's about marketing all the time. It's why, if it didn't work, the big guys wouldn't spend so much money on it, would they? And there wouldn't be TV advertising. So it's all about that. It's all about getting a really concise, clear message across, that people love and people can buy into, and that's all we're doing really. I was asked to do it in Calderdale, and we did it, and it became very successful straight away, as a brand more than anything. And we ran for 2 years, and it won a load of awards, and then we just decided to offer it to anybody that wanted it. We set up as a social enterprise just a year ago, and offer it to anyone that wants it, and that's how West Bridgford came along. I think Karina just found us on the web one day, and that was the beginning of a beautiful relationship. we basically now, we've got so many people wanting to do it that we have to sort of go, right, you need to prove to us that you really want to do it, otherwise we'd spend all our time just driving up and down the country for no reason. So now people go, you need to get 5 people together, you need to get a little bit of, get some hidden gems together, here's some forms to help you fill those in, have you got some photos? And we've just been talking with Harrogate, and it's gone crazy. I think they're running it through Twitter, which is amazing, and you can just see every day shops are now recommending each other, and they've gone, I recommended you, why don't you recommend somebody? And it's doing that. We're at that tipping point, and it can go one way or another. My gut feeling is there'll be pockets of real independence, and there'll be pockets of your out of town big trading things, and I think people will fall into 2 camps. I really do. There'll be a crossover, because now and then you do need to go to the big stores, and there's sometimes I love a trip to Leeds because it's not this, but also if you lived in Leeds, a lot of people in Leeds travel to Hebden Bridge because it's not Leeds, and it's just that little, just the changes, and it's the tweaks and stuff like that. But we look at Hebden, and we've got one chain in there, which is Boots, and that came in under the radar really. So there's a whole town full of great independent shops. It definitely has made an effect. We talked to shopkeepers, and they've said people come in now, especially. We've got great butchers here, and he's been there since 1951, and it's a tiny shop. It doesn't look anything from outside, so people didn't bother. But we highlighted it, and then all of a sudden there's younger people start going in, and they go, oh, we've got to Donald's for our sausages, and they're amazing. He makes them in the back. His meat's from just up over the hill over there, and he's 2/3 the price of Tesco's.